Hey guys, Jason here from Jason's Works. I just wanted to do another pro tip video for you. This is pro tip number 17. It's actually like, gosh, probably half a dozen tips, and they all deal with the Swedish wrap technique. So really cool, and these tips come from a lot of different people as well. So really appreciate you guys sharing your experiences with me and letting me show everybody else. So I'm making this ring for a buddy of mine, Sergio. It's from a 1 ounce silver round Indian head. Really cool, got a buffalo on the back. This one's really nice because it has striations on the background, kind of like the maple leaf. So makes it a really cool ring. But I'm just about done with it, but I wanted to run it through the Swedish die and show you the tips that I have. And Sergio, have to give him a big thanks because he's actually the gentleman that polishes the inside of these of the Jason's Works dies, and that's what makes these dies so amazing. There's other dies out there that look like these, but the Jason's Works dies polished by Sergio, those are the ones you want. Mirror finish on the inside, super nice. So big thanks to Sergio, making your ring, buddy. The first tip actually comes from my other buddy, Adam McKinney. Now, he saw this tip on Coin Ring Crafters on Facebook, tried it out, and loved it. I don't think he could remember who he saw it from, but he told me about it. I tried it, I loved it. It's basically using coconut oil on the inside of your Swedish wrap die. I've tried different lubes with the Swedish wrap technique, and they all seem to melt the Teflon and just make a mess. The coconut oil, though, is amazing. It works really good as a lubricant. Coconut oil is amazing oil anyways for 1,000 different uses. I know that the molecule is super small, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it works great for the Swedish wrap. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, Rocky Workman, another good friend of mine, contacted me and told me about some Teflon tape that's super thick. Costs a little bit more, but you only have to wrap it a few times. There's different colors out there. This is a pink one. But I also found this mega tape right there, which is actually dark gray in color. And it comes in 3 different widths, which is really cool. So you got the 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch. This is 3/4 inch. I just ordered up the 1 inch. But yeah, I've been using this on a few rings and I love it. It's really thick, so you only need a few wraps. And it also comes in a 1,000-inch roll rather than the 520-inch roll or smaller roll. So you get a lot more, and it's also incredibly thick, so it does a really good job in protecting the detail. So I'll be using this, and then the next technique, this was first shown to me by Matt MacGyver, and then again by Adam McKinney, and then a third time by a gentleman I think over in the Netherlands. I don't recall his name, but then there's been a few other people, I'm sure. But using the rubber O-rings on your brass plungers to help center the plunger, which is awesome. Basically allows the plunger to center up inside the Swede die, so you don't have to guess where the center is. It basically centers it up automatically. And then as you press the plunger down, the ring rolls up. So this is the kit that I got right here. I'm using pretty much the size 15 through 10, R15 down to R10. You could use maybe just, I don't know, R15, R12, and R10, those 3, for basically all of the Swedish plungers, from the large one, the very first one for the dollar plunger, down to the very smallest one for the quarter or dime plunger. But that helps a lot. And the last tip would be for removing the, oh, well, I'll get to the other tips later. Let's just start with those right now. So I'll go ahead and wrap this up with the mega tape here. I like to put the reed side in one direction, either or, but I'm doing this to the left, just so I remember what the reed side, where the reed side is. So I think that's like 3 or 4 wraps. And I like to make sure that it overlaps the ring so that you can then wrap the tape over the reed and also on the base. If you don't get the wrap underneath the cut side of the coin or the reed side of the coin, then it can either pull up as you press the ring down, and then also on wherever the plunger, if the plunger is pressing on the reed side, which I recommend for the majority of the presses, that will protect the reed side of your coin. But now for the other tip that I wanted to show you is I pressed this down twice now, and it's at the very base of the Swedish die. And so what I'm going to do, and I was pressing the reed side on facing up, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to extrude this ring reed side down. And what that'll do, and this is the very last press, what that will do is create a perfectly straight walled ring, which is cool. So that is a tip right there. I expect it to extrude about size 10.5, and Sergio's fingers ring size is size 10. So I'll just be able to just touch it down a little bit on the size or die 17 degree die and get it just right. Probably won't need the 25 degree for that, just the 17 for a nice straight wall. But that is one trick to do a half a press or the very last press through the Swedish die reed side down. That's the thicker part of the coin. Once that's extruded, it'll be a perfectly straight wall ring. The other technique to do is if you want to do like a size whatever, 11 or something, and from watching your witness lines that's on your plunger, if you're about 2 sizes above what you want for your finished look or finished size, you can then flip the ring over, cut side up, and continue your press to the size that you want, but the reed side down, that'll give you your straight wall look. So there's been a lot of questions on how to efficiently do that, and there's different ways of doing it. Either extrude it all the way through and then oversize it and then size it down to what you want with a straight wall, which means that you wouldn't oversize it too much. For like $50, maybe a size over your target size, $1, maybe 2 sizes over. The more you oversize your ring, the more fat tire look you're going to get. So the more you oversize your ring past your target size and you have to reduce it back down, the more rounded look you're going to get. The closer you are to your target size, the more straight wall look you're going to get when using your Swedish die. So, okay, hope that makes sense. Let's extrude this and finish up this ring for Sergio. Okay, so I've got the dollar Swede die, or dollar size coin Swede die. This is the 1.0, 1.4 Jason's Works Swedish die, and we'll go ahead and insert the ring here wrapped in the black Teflon and cut side up, reed side down. And I've got the plunger here. This is the last plunger for this die, or the first one for the next one, but this will extrude the ring completely. So we'll put the ring or the O-ring on there so it's nice and centered in the die, and there we go. Set that in the ring bearer, and you still want to make sure that you have enough space here on your arbor press that the ring will not hit that. Just in case it shoots out, you just want to be able to control it nice and slow. But just in case there's a gap there. But I've had that happen before, but that's when I get in a hurry. So here we go. We'll go ahead and extrude that ring out the base. And there it is. Alright. Very cool. That Teflon works great. Pretty amazing. So, perfect straight wall ring. Let's check the size on it. It's looking like that's a 9 1/4. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this on the ring stretcher and cut side down and stretch that out to about a 10 1/2, and then hit it with the 17 degree on the reed side, and that'll be a perfect size 10 for Sergio. One last tip for this video. I wanted to show you how I like to take the Teflon off. It's not quite as critical, I see, with just 3 wraps or 4 wraps with the black tape, but I'll show you anyways. For the regular wrapped rings that could be 30 wraps or more. What I like to do is actually take a 25 degree die and place the ring on the inside there and press it, and that actually cuts the tape around the ring, that then you can easily take the tape off. So let me show you that. Okay, so the ring with a Teflon tape is put into a 25 degree die. I just lightly press it. You can actually kind of feel it cut, and then that tape just falls right off like that. And but with this new tape, with only 3 wraps, it's 4 wraps. It's really easy to get off. Now this is a pure silver coin here, so like a Morgan dollar, you'd probably want to do more wraps. I don't know, maybe 5, 10 wraps. Too much is okay. Not enough is drastic. It's very bad. So start with lots of wraps and then work your way down to see what works best for you. But that's a great looking ring. So, well, there's the pro tips for you. Had a whole bunch of them, all for the Swedish wrap technique. I hope you liked them. Wanted to thank everybody that has helped me as well. Too many to list, really, but a lot of folks had these tips that showed you in this video here, so hopefully it will help you. And I'll try to put some links below for some of the items that you see in the video, and also make sure to check out my website on Etsy, jasonsworks.com, for the tools and also the rings I make and other things that I do there. Also, the tools are available at riogrande.com as well. So hope to get more videos out to you and have fun ringing. Thanks. See ya. Bye.